What up, everybody? Everybody, what's up, everybody? What's up, guys? Welcome back to Technique Tuesday. Today, we're gonna be focused on something that's pretty essential to any fight camp, to any fighter, even if you just wanna get some work in, boxing, kickboxing, and that is pad work. So today, I'm gonna call upon my man, Papa Rich Hand. So you thought I was gonna say Sweet Tea, didn't you? AKA Pops. Anyway, we're here to work on some mitt work, guys. You ready, Mr. T?
Yes, sir. A little bit. There's lots of different types of pad works we're going to work on. A little help right there.
That's what those are good for. That's
Yeah, just beating people.
Yeah.
beating people.
Just beating people
These
up.
are-
All right, Pops, real quick, to let everybody know, why is mitt work essential? Why is it important?
Well, one thing about mitt work is a trainer, a coach can customize the training session for a specific athlete. You got athletes that have different styles, you got, different likes and wants and different attributes. So a trainer can customize the workout for that specific athlete.
And pretty much work specific techniques as well. Instead of just getting in front of a bag that doesn't move, you're able to move around with a coach with pad work and things like
100%.
that. Right? The closest thing to a sparring session without getting beat up.
That is correct. It's an excellent way to fine tune, and it's some good cardio too. You can really develop technique. You can spend some time on a specific maneuver. The coach is interacting directly with the athlete as opposed to standing in front of a bag and telling them how to hit the bag.
Yes.
You can actually get out there. You can work timing. You work reaction. Bag just hangs there or stands there, but amid you boom, you can work that that reaction time. Lots of benefits to working with a mitt.
Well, what do you got right here?
Okay, these are what we call hand mitts.
And this is what you mostly see, right?
Yeah, you see these
Maybe
a lot.
in boxing.
I love hand mitts, but for me, I don't use them a whole lot. I prefer the tie pads because I like blending strikes with kicks, and we don't do. I don't take a whole lot of kicks with these because this guy rips my arms off and stuff. The tie pads work great for me. I can take a little bit more abuse with those. These, not so much.
You're actually going to be going through elbow replacement surgery because of the
elbow,
years
hip,
of kicking.
and shoulder, and neck replacement, all that.
So these are just basically for, maybe for hands. I mean, you can use kicks, but it's not ideal because of the power behind
Yeah,
it.
the athlete has to really retract the power. They don't get a chance to really get the technique down or really, develop any real confidence with it because they can't smoke it.
I mean, you could, but it just wears and tears on the guy holding the mitts.
Yeah, it's kind of rough.
So what about these bad boys? I know we use these a lot. And
right.
For me, this is good for head movement.
It is.
You kind of move me around, helps me stay on my toes. You got to be pretty accurate to hit these bad boys too.
Yep, that's
and
right.
you beat on me with them.
That's,
if I don't have my hands
that's
up.
the best part. You can, like I said, you can do head movement drills with them. Also, your athlete can hit a moving target. It's a moving target, and it's a pretty lengthy moving target, so they can develop their action time, their speed, their head movement. They move their head and strike at the same time. They do a lot of cool things with that.
Now, what we use the majority of,
Yes,
tie pads. Now you can do hands, you can do feet, you can do knees and elbows and all kinds
You can
of
do
cool stuff with
everything,
these bad boys.
anything to do with striking, you can do with these big boys.
All right, Pops, let me ask you one question. If you could have one type of pad, what would you pick?
There could be only one,
The tie pads?
the tie pads.
Yeah, they're pretty stout too.
They are stout.
Even for beginners, guys who's just now picking up some pads, maybe they're coaching some guys. Would you recommend the tie pads?
Tie pad would be number one for me. It's so versatile. I mean, you can do everything with these. As a coach, another reason I like the tie pads is because they're considerably heavier than the hand mitts and the noodles. And for me, it's a workout. I get a little workout in, with boom, shoulders, boom, working movement. It's a little bit of a cardio workout. It's a considerable cardio workout.
That's how this guy stays in shape.
And
Mitt work.
developing those shoulders from hoisting these pads around. For me, that's another benefit that I like from them.
So if you're just now starting off, guys, tie pads are great pads to use
Number
right
one.
off the bat. Even if you're not kicking a whole lot yet, the option is there in the future.
That's right.
So get you some tie pads, guys. Super awesome.
Way
Let's
to go.
show them some basic 1-2s and kicks and stuff.
Okay.
Let's do. So we're gonna be touching on these bad boys real quick. These noodles right here are actually really good for warming up with. We work head movement, we work just basic movement to kind of warm the body up before we get into the hardcore mitt work. So we've got head movement that we work on, bop, bop, bop. Or we got the bobbing and weaving. So we'll go bop, bop, boom, boom. Just kind of working up, bop, bop, boom. Now he's being really nice to me. Normally he's trying to rip my head off with these things. Or just basic movement.
Full body movement.
That's right. Whenever he sticks it out, I gotta move that direction. Occasionally we'll warm up with some hands. I mean, there's really not a whole lot of substance behind it, so it helps with pop. You're not really trying to drive through like you would on a regular Thai pad.
Good.
It's just kind of warming up.
Snap.
Noodles, great for warming up, great for head movement, and great for just normal movement. Kind of get the body warmed up. That's how we like to start it off. Moving to the regular hand mitts. These are still good for warming up. Sometimes if I want to focus on, or maybe coach wants me to work it more just on my hands instead of my feet, maybe hand combinations or head movement,
Reaction
we go
drills.
to these. And you can also hit these a little bit harder than you could the noodles.
Yeah.
So these would probably be the next step, right?
Yep, they are. Now, one of my pet peeves as a coach, and I see this, I get out there and I study other coaches and what they do. One of my pet peeves as a coach is when the coach with the hand mitts is doing more work than the fighter. So I've seen times when you get the fighter, he sticks the hand mitt out, and the coach is, and this guy's, I don't see the benefit.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
I mean, that's not realistic. I don't know
No.
why they do that. Maybe there is a reason, but we just
It
don't
looks
know
good.
it. But yeah, for me, I'm gonna make it as much realistic as possible.
So as a coach, I want to make him do the majority of the work. You understand what I'm saying? So come here, 1, 2. See, he's got to come and get him. He's got to come and get the mitts because that's what he's going to do in a fight. Okay. And just about like so. I'm just going to stick the mitt in place, give him the chance to come and get that mitt so he does the work, so that he reaps the benefits of the cardio and the skill sets that developed and so on and so forth.
So hand mitts are really good. Focus. Some people call them focus mitts. It's good for timing, good on reaction,
yeah.
and being accurate with your techniques.
Very,
If you're
yeah.
constantly missing the mitt, that's not good. You're not gonna be able to hit your target. But it's great for cardio too. Now, when you're basically working your 1-2, if I have my left foot in front, I'm actually hitting across. Okay? Very basic 1-2. So if I'm here, my left hand goes to his left, my right goes to his left. So with a 1-2, 1-2, 3-4, 3-4, and a 5-6, 5-6. Just like so. Now moving on to the Thai pads. All right, next up, which is what we mostly use, Thai pads, because everybody knows out there, I like to kick. So this is a great way for a coach, for myself, to be able to work hands and feet together. Because I'm able to punch it, pop, pop, and I'm able to kick it, pop, pop, boom, just by the turning of the wrist. Now, these are a thicker target, a heavier target, which is allowing me to be able to, I'm allowed to hit this thing harder without doing too much damage to this guy. You still got to be careful, and this is something that guys that are doing mitt work, coaches, one wrong placement, you're getting kicked in the face. I've seen coaches get kicked, get punched,
Been kicked,
so it's
been
not
punched.
good. So you got to get used, you got to know what you're doing, so practice that as well.
It's a good way for a coach to build, to know his athlete and to build his athlete. So it's very important.
So maybe I just wanted to work around kick. Something simple. I can even do spins. So I'm able to hit these. These are power, especially the spins and the roundhouse kicks. You're able to put some steam on it and be able to move around just like a real situation.
And one of the things I like to do is I don't just hold my pads up there. I like to stick them out there, and that's his cue to react to that opportunity. When that pad comes out there, that's an opening that maybe somebody has created. Boom, he's got to react to that.
You would rather use the Thai pads because it's more versatile.
If I got something specific I want to work on, like if I want a particular hand technique I want to work on, then I'll use the hand mitts. But for the most part, I stay with the Thai pads because anything striking I can do with these.
All right, now with all that said, I mean, we gotta get a workout in, don't we?
We do.
So without further ado, you guys, appreciate you guys coming to hang out with a little bit of work with my man Pops, aka Papa Rich Hand, aka Master of Disaster. We appreciate you guys hanging out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, throw some likes, and hit us with some comments, guys. Let's get some work in, Pop.